This podcast is proud to be part of the TalkSport Fan Network. TalkSport. Powered by fans.
Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. You know, it's hard to believe that inflation is still a thing, but boy, it sure is. And that's exactly why Mint Mobile still gives you premium wireless for just $15 a month. Well, it's also because we have that offer printed on, like, 1 million t-shirts, but it's mostly the inflation thing. So give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3 months required. New subscribers only. Renew for 12 months to lock in savings. Additional taxes, fees, and restrictions apply. See mintmobile.com.
Left two up here, Bradford. It's Green. He's got to make this count. It's Green. It's 1-1.
Wherever you are in the world, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Welcome to Bradford City vs Salford pre-match chat, and a new name for the podcast of Bradford City Chickens on the Loose. Don't worry, it's same podcast and same people. So I am joined by Miss Diane, and hopefully she can hear me.
I can hear you.
Yeah, that's good.
I can hear
you. Happy days.
I was just eating my yogurt.
Yeah. So we're going to start off with a pre-match Salford chat. And tomorrow's referee is Martin Woods.
There you go, you see, I pass it on to you.
Yep. Altogether, he's had 18 appearances. He's given out 64 yellow cards, 1 second yellow, 2 red cards, and 3 penalties in competitions. And we have played Salford City quite a few times. Going back from 2019 when we drew 1-1, 2020 we lost 2-0, 2020 away we lost 3-0, 21 we lost 1-0, 21 again we lost 1-0, in 2022 we won 2-1, 2022 again away we won 1-0, and then 2022 we lost 1-0, and in January the 1st 2023 we won 3-2. Bradford City are currently 16th in the league, 27 games played, -2, 35 goal difference, and Salford are on the bottom of 27. They played 27, -13, 27 games. Salford's previous form is they've lost 5-1 against Tranmere, they've lost 3-0 against Grimsby, they've lost 3-0 against Accrington Stanley, Salford 2 against Forest Green, and they actually bet Crawley 1-0. With Bradford, we've drawn 0-0. With Stockport, we've lost 1-0 against Crewe. We've lost 4-2 against Crawley. We've won 1-0 against Derby, and we've drawn against Colchester. So what are your thoughts on the game?
You mean if it's on?
If it's on, weather permitting, obviously.
Yeah, that weather outside is disgusting, but hopefully it'll be on, but you never know, do you? Because we might have a waterlogged pitch now, because we've had a Ford pitch, waterlogged pitch. Let's just see what happens. But I think we'll win it. But then again, they are near bottom.
Yep, and what does that normally mean?
Bradford are going to lose.
Yep.
But
have you got any thoughts on the game, Lee?
Yeah. Just hope it goes ahead, and I hope we win 3-0.
And any other thoughts while I'm just
I'm
typing
just
on
more
my
interested
iPad?
to see who's in the team.
Better luck, hopefully Jake will be in. Hopefully.
I'm hoping so.
But you never know, do you?
Yep. So hopefully Jake Young will get a game, and also Tariq Wright will hopefully get a game.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Definitely.
Tariq's definitely going to be in tomorrow, isn't he?
Oh, definitely.
He should definitely get a game, shouldn't he, tomorrow?
We've made such a big
Don't tell
thing.
me Simon's not done a team.
Weather permitting.
Yeah. Well, that's a $64,000 question that at the moment, isn't it?
Do you reckon the game will go ahead
I do
tomorrow?
actually, yeah. I do.
I've just been waiting for some big signing or something to come out because everyone's been adamant that Charlie White's going to come and join us, isn't it? That's what people have been saying.
Too old.
I don't think he'll leave
He's
Wigan.
too old. He took over from Hanson.
How old is he?
Charlie White, do you want
Surely-
to go on Google?
Yeah.
Yeah, Google him, see how old he is. I reckon he's 30 odd.
He'll
Well,
certainly be 30, 31.
Charlie White. You see, multitasking again. He was born in 1992, so he is. He was born on 6th of December 1992, so he's 31.
31. There you go.
So he's still got legs in him, hasn't he? He still
Yeah.
can do a job.
Yeah, but they're not good legs because they keep letting him down. When he were with us, years ago, he kept crocking, didn't he? So
That's not you for us to have practice players.
no.
Yeah, we always get crop players, don't we?
Which is an indicator that we're probably going to sign him.
Probably will do now, won't we?
Who's eating?
Me, I'm just finishing some nice banana cake and custard.
Dude, I'm on my diet and I can't eat all like that now.
You can't eat this now because
I'm
it's
back on my
gone.
diet. I know.
And it was very nice.
So moving on to the latest Bradford news. Has any of you seen
I've
the news
been
article?
told it wasn't caramel cake. It was banana. It wasn't banana cake. It was caramel cake.
Don't matter too fattening for me. Anyway, back to Bradford City. Stop talking food.
Yeah. Has anybody seen the Ryan Sparks interviews?
I've not been able to get
I
a look
haven't.
at it. But he's talking his usual self up, isn't he?
Yeah, there's two. Let's give you a quick. So let's see what stands out. It's still be a good season if we reach Wembley playoffs. Yeah, it's not really. Let's see what he says. Let's have a look at this one. Mark Hughes has sacking Little unfair. What did you say to that? So I think any managers losing their job will be a bit aggravated. It's understandable. So basically, it looks like the TNA have gone in with really soft questions.
I want to done. I've done with hard ones.
Like, did he change his formation? We've discussed some about being more flexible and having less players who could be more positions. They're always in our plans. So he wants to play 3-5-2.
Well, when you got a CEO telling manager what formation or this that, and other, allegedly that's what's going on. If you're any kind of manager, it ends in off, doesn't it?
It normally does, yeah. Cause
Leave the playing football to me, Ryan. You come from rugby league. You failed there, and now you're with us. Let's try not to let you fail too heavily here before you go.
But does the first word begin with P or F?
Definitely an F.
Definitely.
It could be a 3-word one, couldn't it? It could be a PF. A PFO.
Off.
Yes. I don't think everybody's having a go at Rupp, but without him, we wouldn't have a club.
That's true, to be fair.
His front line is Sparks, and I think he's been let down.
Yeah, true. It's like with the infrastructure at the team and stuff. It's like Bradford City have got a Bradford Park Avenue to do some training.
Yeah. Didn't they have a behind closed match on Saturday as well on the 4G pitch?
No, that was at Park Avenue, apparently.
Oh,
yeah,
Park Avenue.
Yeah.
Says we've been using the 4G at the school, but we couldn't get on until 1:30 p.m. because the kids were on it, and we wanted to train a little bit early. Fortunately, we were able to use one at Bradford Park Avenue. We had an 11 versus 11 match, and trained to make positive out of a negative would have performance and played the game. Absolutely, but it gave extra training time of the boss Tariq Wright to get up to speed. I'm just trying to think if there's any. Just trying to think if there's no team news out really.
Again,
it's just
they're on a Monday.
It's smoke and mirrors day, isn't it? They're not telling us anything. So, is it long enough for
if you ever want to know a referee, they always put them on during the week, and it's always on EFL. That's why I got that one from today.
Yeah. It's just a shame, really, that we can't really get a bit more team news out of it, typically.
Yes.
Always happens on a bloody Tuesday, doesn't it? Monday,
Tuesday night matches.
No, I think it's going to go ahead, and I'm going to go for 3-0. 3-1, 3-0 I'll take. That's what I'll take.
I tried to get in touch with who I know at Valley, and he's not answering his phone. Shut up. We don't talk about him anyway.
Right, so transfers, ins and outs. What do you reckon will happen with Jake Young? Do you reckon he's going to stay? Do you reckon he's going to go? What do you reckon will actually happen with Jake Young?
I think he'll stay.
I think he's going to stay.
Unless an offer comes in.
I think they've priced him out of that. GA's gone on record as saying that they've put a high price on him because that's how they rate him. At the end of the day, teams need to remember he's the leading scorer in Division 2. He's not a nobody. He's been playing well for Swindon, injured as well, allegedly. He's got every chance of staying, I think. Been talking positive, haven't they, about it? So
yeah, because we've got rid of 2 players now, haven't we?
Yeah, Vidane and who was it? Osadebe.
Vidane Oliver's gone, and Osadebe's gone. And I watched a bit of Osadebe the other day on.
Yeah, I did.
On the iPad, and he seemed all right for him. To be fair,
he did what he did for us. He just ran about a lot, plenty of energy.
Yeah,
without a lot of finish. He had one shot that I could count.
So, Bantams, BC, AFC, GOG. How are you getting on, buddy? All right. Apparently, Jake Young is on a big wage packet. It won't surprise me if he's on a. Has he got like another year left?
18 months, I think he's got.
If my memory serves me correctly, hasn't he got 1 year left on his deal?
18 months he's got, as far as I know.
18 months?
Yes.
Jesus.
2 secs. God, I'll tell you what, it's this going on finger. What I'm looking for is contract. How long he's got left?
Yeah, his wage packet.
Yeah,
I don't know.
He signed in May on a 3-year deal in May 2022.
Oh, that's not bad. So yeah, he'll have quite a bit left, won't he? Then
That's led
looking
to
at
price
that.
asking for him as well. He's got a long time to go.
Yeah, expires on June the 30th, 2025.
There you go.
And apparently 3 teams are after him. Probably Carlisle's one of them. Probably Port Vale and another League One champion, or even Championship team. He's a good player.
Oh, yes, a good player, proven.
So what are you putting here, me guys?
Oh, you people! Why won't you tell me his salary? I'm just trying to look at
undisclosed by any chance.
I don't know.
I would love to know who your sources are, Gogs. I would love to know who your sources are, Tip, really. MK Dons have put a bid in for him. Don't know how true it is. That'd be a load of bollocks, surely.
He won't go there.
He won't go to MK Dons, surely not.
No.
Never say never.
Yep, true. Never say never. Oh, it could happen. He could even rock up at Carlisle. You never know.
Coming.
Don't mention Carlisle. I still not forgiven Carlisle.
Carl Salesman.
Don't believe everything you read on Facebook, Mr. Gogs.
Never do.
It was on Facebook the other day.
Until they park their backsides down and have a little interview and say how good it is to come and play for Bradford, I don't believe anything I read at all. It's not worth it.
Yeah.
We've been going to sign some of the best players in second division, and where are they? They're not with us.
So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. It's like, including loans, we've still got 33 players at the club.
Oh my God.
So,
We got rid of
if he
two and
wants
Tyreek
to,
Wright came in, so and we've got Sam Walker for
Harry. My man.
yeah, man.
My
The man
man.
on your cup.
The man on my cup, and I'm still using my cup at work.
so we've had Miss Callie put a request in. Has it gone through? If you want to speak, Callie, anything about what we're talking about so far? Do you want to talk about the game, latest news, or we currently are on Jake Young and transfer ins and outs?
I've just joined, so I'll sit and listen for a bit first, if that's all right.
Yeah, that's fine.
We were just
Right.
keeping it going till he got here, Callie.
Yeah. Needed you on it.
So, who would you get rid of from the team?
As it is.
I think 2 of the players have gone.
Would you get rid of any more players, or would you keep some?
I'd probably keep some players, me. But like I said, they've sent Heath Richardson, and he's now on loan till end of season at Cleethorpes, isn't it? So we probably will need a backup goalkeeper. Just to back up Sam Walker. But there's a rumour that somebody who's been on loan at Southend, we're after a goaler.
Have you got any names to this player?
Let me just go on my Twitter.
Is it something you've just read on Facebook again?
Something I've read on Twitter again.
I don't see what's wrong with having Doyle as a backup. He's still a top keeper for this division.
Yeah, but he got crocked again when he.
He's getting old now. He's brittle, isn't he?
Hold on, I'm trying to find where I've seen it.
It looked in fine form when I met him at services coming home from. Where was it coming home from?
Colchester.
Oh, is that why? Did you meet?
Yeah, he were with Mark Truman. Just them two in services as we were coming back, and he wasn't limping about or anything. He didn't have any what do you know what I mean? Boot or out on him.
Yeah, did you see Twitter that his wife had put on that he'd been poorly on that Wednesday after Derby match?
Oh, I saw that because I saw that. Then it all kicked off all of a sudden then on social media after that.
Yeah, because
saying, you shouldn't be playing and all that lot.
Yeah, well,
I agree with Lee. I think he's still got enough in him to play in League Two.
As a backup keeper, definitely.
And he kept us in the Derby game,
Certainly
so
he did definitely.
Yeah, did some good saves. I know he
did.
He went down when everyone thought he were injured. So
we thought he had cramp, didn't we, at first? Because they were pushing on his foot and like he had cramp to start with, but then obviously he'd pulled something.
I think he went down a bit awkward, a bit heavy, didn't he?
Yeah.
No, that was my voodoo doll. You know who I was trying to get on that pitch.
They don't like Doyle. Oh.
So, do you think there's any rumours about, or do you think any rumours in Charlie White coming back out like that, or do you think it's just a load of cojones?
Well, there's people like Transfer Jim out there, and some others that just put any kind of perm any 10 names from 50 and see what falls out. They just throw everything.
It makes me laugh though, Transfer Jim. He's a good one transfer, Jimmy. Always makes me
That's been a
chuckle.
noisy time and all because, I mean, we were having problems and we're having problems signing people now, so...
So going back to Sam Walker, who we brought in on a freebie, and obviously, tell me if I'm wrong, but someone said to me he was at Kilmarnock, and he was at Kilmarnock when Colin Doyle was there.
Yeah.
So is that Colin Doyle just using his, like, yeah, you're my mate, come and get a free wage thing for 2 months?
Well, no, by all accounts, we were looking at him in summer as well. So it's a long-established relationship already. Yeah, when Harry nearly went to Barnsley, they were looking to Sam Walker to come in, and he's an experienced keeper. He's not a mug.
It's like Ben Elliott on Facebook is on about a goalkeeper from Stoke. I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce that name.
Non-summer.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
Ninky Nunky New or somebody. Yeah, I know what you mean. No idea who keeper is.
Yeah, so I've been linked with him. I just thought we'd get
someone we can pronounce.
What date are we on now? Yeah. Oh, no.
Oh, you go.
Oh,
you go.
20. Yes. So 22nd of January we're on now. So there's still like what 2 weeks or so left with the transfer window. So what position do you think we need to strengthen in and also get rid of?
I think we need another left back for sure.
Because we've got 9 defenders altogether. And then we've got...
Don't get me wrong, I like Ridolch on that left-hand side, but I like him going forward. As a defender, I'd do a better job. And I can't walk out.
Yeah, then we've got 8 midfielders.
Yeah. I know.
4, 5,
we've got enough strikers to sink the Bismarck.
Yeah, we've got 9 strikers. Yeah. And that's excluding, obviously...
to come back in like Patterson into midfield. How are they going to fit him in? They need to get shut as some players. Ryan Tulloch is still with us for now, but we're looking at getting him out. But
isn't Pattinson ruled out now for rest of the season?
I don't know. I've not really seen it.
I'm sure I've read. I'm sure I've read
12 weeks. I've seen 10 to 12 weeks, Calla.
Right.
Because he's had enough, hasn't he?
Yeah.
He had a setback, didn't he, as did Walker.
So Ben's saying we need a left wing back at the club. Get Derbyshire gone, I reckon.
Yeah,
I agree with you on that, Ben.
Derbyshire definitely needs. He's been needing to go since before season started. I'm surprised he's still here.
Because I've been messing around on Football Manager and I've been bringing in like players who have basically gone and players who have come in. And the only player who starts nearly every game for me on Football Manager is who do you reckon?
Andy Halliday.
Yeah, so I've got Andy Cook, and then I've got Derbyshire up front, and then Smith plays like right wing, and then Wright plays left wing. So that's a bit piss poor in it if we've just got him now as our only backup goalkeeper striker. We must be desperate, very desperate.
I just hope we can keep Jake Young. I really do. Put him up front with Cook.
With the Young situation, when it gets to the transfer deadline date and nothing happens, does that mean we're keeping him?
Yeah, but you know what? So they've got obviously until, I can't remember if it's 11 o'clock or 12 o'clock until the 31st of January. But then everybody knows what's going to happen for a fact. That what's going to happen is we'll end up selling him at like 1 p.m. or something like that for like 250 grand, probably to Carlisle. And then we'll end up going and buy some random bloke from Morrison's or Co-op
Well,
or
they're
something.
talking about an inky-nunky goal,
Right.
rather than we'll have a pinky ponk to play up front, probably. I don't know.
Right. The transfer window closes on the 1st of February.
1st of February?
Yeah, I've got it here. Window closes on February the 1st.
Oh,
Yeah, because it'll
What
click
time?
over
12 o'clock
midnight, won't it?
midnight,
On
clicks
Yeah.
over.
Yeah, when does the January... wait on. Do not forget, folks, that the transfer is I'm looking on Sky Sports. Do not forget, folks, that the transfer window opens on Monday, January the 1st, 2024, and will close at 11 p.m. in England and midnight in Scotland on Thursday, the 1st of February, 2024.
Yeah, Ben's just put that now in chat. Yeah, cheers for that, Ben. And I can tell Lee's been watching In the Night Garden with all these names he's bringing
I've
out.
got grandkids, of course I have. I'm waiting for the next thrilling instalment.
Don't worry, I've been watching. What have I been watching? I've been watching Blippy and everything under the sun. Quality program.
Oh, life! I wish I was at work.
Even watched Mr. Bean animated series, pretty good. Kept him quiet for 3.5 hours. So result, I'm getting right into it as well.
So me and Callie, Callie's sleeping and me working. You two have been watching kids' cartoons.
Gotta be done.
At least we're keeping the world going.
I'm a granddad now. It's got to be done.
One thing, Callie, at least he's not Teletubbies.
Yeah.
Oh no, he didn't like them.
Leo loves Teletubbies.
Sorry, I'm not laughing. I'm not going to ask who's his favourite Teletubby.
I don't know. He likes them all. I thought, to be honest, I don't think he watches Teletubbies a little bit, but he's moved on to Fireman Sam now and other stuff. But what really annoys me, I start watching it with him and I get right into it, and then he starts turning it over. Like, I'm watching
I love Fireman Sam.
Do you join in with Bob the Builder?
Right, that's good.
Right, so
maybe we might be signing Bob. You never know.
Oh, give me strength. I didn't think we were talking about children's cartoons today.
It has been that kind of season so far, has it not?
It has. It's been that bad season. We're talking about children's kids' TV programs.
Definitely. Well, and I'm just out my window because I think I've got hail up here.
Right. So, Miss Callie, I know you've put your feet under the couch now. What's your thoughts on the Salford game, and is it going to go ahead, do you reckon, tomorrow?
I can't see why it won't go ahead. Whatsoever. I'm looked at weather, to be fair.
Don't worry.
It's been a little bit wet and windy down here, but it's all right.
Same as here.
Yeah.
Do you want a weather forecast, Callie?
No, not really.
It's
I'm sure you're going to do it at the end anyway, aren't you?
I'm going to do it now. I'm going to get this over and done with. Right. Let me just put it into it. Right. Bradford, where are you? Right, this is Bradford interchange weather. Okay, let's have a look at Bradford.
You can't have interchange weather. It's shut.
It's closed.
I can. It's closed off. Right. So the wind. So it's been a warning of yellow amber warning here in Bradford. And looking at tomorrow's weather, you'll need your big coats and your brollies because it's going to absolutely sile it down.
75% it's going to chuck it down.
Yep. So from 10 o'clock to all the way to 10 o'clock at night, it's saying it's going to rain. So you might need your dinghies and your armbands tomorrow. And that concludes the weather forecast. Get that shite out of the dome. Yeah, get that over the dome. And Callie's excitement in her voice there, I could tell she wanted that weather forecast. It's starting to grow in her. It's starting to grow in her, this weather forecast.
Oh, my Lord.
It is, isn't it?
And if anyone else wants to put a request in, feel free. We're just the warm-up act for the City event, who are, I think, doing one at 7 o'clock.
Yeah, which I thought I'd let you know.
Yep. So originally 7, but moved to 6 just to be his warm-up act. So if anyone else wants to put a request in, Raj, you'll see you hiding down there if you want to put a request in. Talk about the Salford game, latest Bradford news, transfers in and out.
You've frightened him.
Young
He's gone.
situation. How's he gone?
Weather forecast did that.
Weather forecast.
Either that or Tinky Winky.
Always does.
So, Callie, I know you're a person who likes to say it as it is. What's your thoughts on Ryan Sparks?
Do you know what? I like Ryan. I think he's young. He's a young. Is he a managing director?
CEO, yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah,
he's CEO. Yeah. I quite like him. The only thing I don't like is like this whole young situation. If they would stop all the rumours, if they just told us what were going on, then people can deal with it and have the meltdown, whatever they're going to do, and then get over it and move on to the next players, or get behind your team. But it's the way they do it secretly, and I know that's the way they do things these days. But I just think they should let the fans know a bit more what's going on. And if they're wanting to sell him, say, look, we're thinking of selling him. If a good enough offer comes in for him, we need the funds, or we need. This is the reason why we need to sell him, and then people would appreciate him more, I think.
And to be fair, we actually heard from the head groundsman or groundsman person, didn't we, at the ground?
Yeah, that was James that wanted, and they've not done that before, have they?
So
I think it was because everybody were moaning on Friday.
So looking at that video, I know they're on about taking the covers off. They took the covers off, didn't they? And then part of the pitch decided to warm up, and then rest of it froze over. So was it better to have the cover on or the cover off?
So the only way I can answer that is, obviously with having horses, and it were like, I think it were -8 down here that Thursday morning. And because obviously we've got underground water, but the taps obviously freeze up because of it's too cold. But what I do is I have horse rugs that we have spare water canisters we fill, and we put horse rugs over the top of them to try and stop them from freezing, because obviously to keep the horses warm, they're going to stop the frost getting to the water. And that works. It works for us. The canisters that were under the rugs were all right. But then obviously I needed the water out, so I took the water out, and it was sunny at that point, but it was better when I left the rugs on over the things. So that's my kind of take on it. Whether the pitch is the same, I don't know.
Yeah, it's like my dad used to be a groundsman at Geisley, used to be on committee at Geisley, and many times he's been down at 6 o'clock on the morning when it's been like that. This was ages ago, trying to get a match on, and the referees called it off because it's just been too hard. And I know a player that broke his leg. He went in for a tackle at Geisley. The ground was icy, or he was just falling out, and he went and broke his leg.
Don't they also take into consideration how risky it is for the spectators that are actually getting to the games as well when it's like that? If they deem it too dangerous for us fans walking about around outside the ground, that stops them.
Yeah, because don't forget we've got the hills, haven't we?
Yeah.
And the steps down to the cop and everything.
It's like what I don't really understand about this club is, I know we can't afford hardly anything with skin. No, it sounds like with skin. But when we're in the Premier League, why on the earth did they not get under soil heating put in? So I know, like, you go to places like Oldham and stuff, they've got it in.
Yeah, but theirs is old, ancient, like Leeds United's. We just never have had it. We've never had it.
But if we had that in
expensive to
on
put
Saturday,
in from off as a new install these days.
yeah, but wouldn't it save the club money in the future going forward? I.e., like, if the game went ahead on Saturday, for example.
Well, some eggheads tell us this global warming's going to do away with the need for all that, so I don't know.
But if they had it in and the game got ahead and they had loads of Doncaster fans there, they would have not got the money back, but eventually over time they would get the money back on it.
Do you think it's because they don't see us as a big club? They just think, yeah, that's the norm. We're a League Two team. This is where we kind of stay. We sometimes go up to League One, but then we're back in League Two. Maybe they don't think as a. I don't know.
Well, when they
redeveloped
redeveloped stadium, they were looking at putting undersoil heating in, and it was going to be all this state of the art control room, everything. It'd be spot on, and they just didn't do it. I don't know why, but that was under Richmond years, so and it just didn't happen. But we got a cracking stadium out of it, which we now don't own.
So should we say we were Salford or a smaller team, or even like Forest Green, do you reckon we would have these big attendances? Like if we had played in that kind of ground, like a Salford ground?
I think we'd fill it. Bradford's always had.
We have got a large.
Strong
it is a large fan base, isn't it?
It's always has.
Yeah.
Even when we're right rock bottom, we've still got a good fan base.
We've always had a good fan base, always.
Right, before I move on to something really quickly, because I've just found out something. So what's people's scores predictions for tomorrow?
I'm going 2-1.
I think I'm going to go with a draw tomorrow. Because Salford are struggling and they've got to play out the skins, and I think they're going to come bring it tomorrow.
3-1, I'm saying. Same as I said before. 3-1.
If game goes ahead, I'm going to go 1-0 and probably Tariq, right. Right, quickly moving on. To you today. What happened on this day in 2013?
We
got to the League Cup final. Aston Villa. Yeah, to the League Cup final.
Okay, so I want you to put your minds back to then. Get your little time machines and bugger off back to 2013. Just tell me really what you did that day and what happened. Or did you go to the game? Did you watch it at home? Just tell us what you did really, and we'll start off with Diane.
I watched it at home, and I remember I watched it at home on Sky, and I've just gone back on my memories from 11 years ago, and all I've put is can't wait for game time. Come on, City, we've only got 45 minutes to go. These are all my memories on Facebook. I was let me just find it. Just literally come on, City. Hansen, the man, I got a picture of James Hansen, and then getting City, 45 minutes to go. All we need is a goal. And then how nervous must the City lads be? That's all my Facebook was that night. And I put, is Paul Lambert going to have to look for a new job in the morning?
And he virtually did.
When we beat him.
What about you, Callie?
I'm just looking on my Facebook memories. I've put yes.
It bad, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. I put yes, Wembley, here we come. So proud and now in tears. Love you, City. City till I die. Yeah. And actually, I've took a photograph of my house, the front of my house, with my massive. I've got a really big, massive Bradford City football flag that I nicked from JD Sports about 30 years ago, and I actually hung that out on my bedroom window so everybody could see it in the street.
Yeah, I loved it because there was a lad at work who supported Villa.
Well, so what did you do that day though, Callie? Did you watch it at home?
I watched it on. In fact, I had to go to my mum's to watch it on Sky Sports because I didn't have it at the time. And I watched it there, and then I came back down and then celebrated at home.
What about yourself, Lee?
I bought some pork pies from Hopkinson's and went over to a friend's house because he had a 55-inch screen. And we sat there and got told off by neighbours for shouting so much.
I used to get that. I wondered what the hell I was shouting at.
They thought we were swearing at them, but I wasn't. Yeah, referee's name was Mud that day. Well.
So looking back at this, what I love about Facebook. So I've put, come on, City. Then goal, Aston Villa 1, City, Hansen 55, 2-4. Come on, City, you can do it. Keep the ball and pass. Villa on the ropes. 6 minutes to go. Oh no, Villa have scored. Keep the ball. Well done, City. And that's it, really. But I think I watched it. I can't remember because I didn't have Sky in my room that time, so I listened to it on radio on Pulse 1, and then just praying and hoping. And then I think 2 or 3 days later, when all tickets came out, I'm like, to lads, because working up bins at the time, I'm like, lads, I need like 10 minutes to get a ticket. That 10 minutes turned into about an hour and a half to get a ticket. and then at the end of it all, I got my ticket and everything. Obviously went to game, came back, and 3 days after that my card got cloned.
Oh.
So someone in London were buying a load of stuff off my card.
Oh.
Flipping it.
Yeah.
I always remember going to Wembley that morning, and obviously the supporters coach picked me up on way down, and I think it was one of the first times I actually used that that coach system, and I got on, and I was the only woman on the coach. It was just full of men and lads. And they obviously knew I were getting on, and they're all like, "Callie, your seat's down here with us, blah, blah, blah." And it was just, they were giving me Bacardi. We were drinking like rum and coke at 7:30 in the morning. It was such a good day. And I didn't know any of them at that point, and it was just, and then obviously I made like lifelong friends with them all. And yeah, just amazing. Let's hope we can get, I know this cup, people don't like this little cup we're in, do they? But I think it'd be good morale. It'd be good for players. Get a day out in Wembley and have a right good piss up.
I don't mind what it is. If it's a cup and a trophy and a good day out, that's what we want.
Absolutely, and it gives the players a good. It lets them think, wow, we can. I mean, to play at Wembley is just amazing. The atmosphere, and Lainey's never been to Wembley. I really want her to experience just the atmosphere of it all. And I mean, when you walk into that ground, when you walk down them little, like, what do they call them?
Wembley Way.
Yeah, and you're walking down there, but when you walk out, actually, where the pitch is, and you just hear that sound and that, oh my God, that is just, it's proper up there, isn't it?
Definitely.
And it makes me laugh. We end up taking 40,000 fans? At games. Where are all them when we're all struggling and we're all going to away games and we're all supporting this team? It makes you laugh, doesn't it? Like 20,000 suddenly appear.
Well, I went and told one of the lads at work. So I went, oh, by the way, Doncaster Rovers tickets on sale for quarter-final at Bristol Street Motors. And they were telling me, oh, I might have to get some. And I'm thinking, how many of their matches have you been to this season? None. But he's one of these that will only go when it's nice and warm, and he thinks he's a City fan. You know what I mean? It really annoys me.
Yeah.
So you can guarantee if we get to Wembley, I bet he's one of them that gets tickets.
Lainey has never been to Wembley.
Never been to Wembley, not to watch Bradford. No, we've been to watch England, but not Bradford.
Never been to Wembley.
No, she's only 15, isn't she? I mean, if you think about it, she didn't start going till she was like 6, 7. We've not got there, have we, since then? Since 2013.
Don't make you a deal, Callie.
Go on.
Right. If Bradford get to Wembley, to the final, because part of my brain is thinking, I don't know why. Is there 2 games at Wembley or 1 game at Wembley?
It's just one, isn't it?
One.
Yeah.
You're thinking FA Cup where you get semi-final there first, aren't you, I think?
Yeah.
Okay. So, as Diane and Leah, my witness, sounds like I'm in court here.
I know.
If
I'm a bit worried what's coming.
If Bradford City get to Wembley, I will take you.
That's
Obviously,
it. You all heard that here.
Obviously,
You heard it here first.
Obviously, the T's and C's are. I'll just obviously donation to petrol, just a little bit, just a donation.
You do realise I'll be there now before the actual team. We'll be there like 3 hours before the team get there.
Yeah, it takes about. Well, come and collect you about 8 o'clock. That's 2 seats filled already. Then I've got one room, one space left.
Yeah, you can pick me up then.
Yeah. It's only 2 hours. 2 hours from me.
I don't know. I'll have to think about that one, Diane, because I've got. I've got like other people who normally ask me, and if they say no, I could get you probably in back seats. It's a 5-seater car. It does make you fall asleep though. Back seats or in cars, comfy car. I got Callie. Right, moving on.
Could actually hear the squelch as he was sinking into the mire there.
Yeah. It's like you were saying, Callie, about making friends at Bradford. Look what I've done now. Do you know what I mean? Made friends with you.
I don't even know who you are. You just come on podcast every week.
All right, bye. I'm not coming on there anymore.
To be fair, I've not seen you face to face yet. That's what I'm trying to say.
You haven't?
I've not seen you. No, I've not seen you face to face.
Have you not met Diane, Johnny?
No.
Haven't you?
I tried to meet her at Derby, but she was like other side. She was down below. Well,
yeah, she was just below us.
Oh, do you want to rephrase that?
Yeah, she was sat.
I saw Callie.
Yeah, she was sat down at the back, the front one, and me and you was stood up.
To be fair, Johnny didn't get there well quite late, did you? Because you were on slow coach.
It's not a bad coach, to be fair. That disclaimer. Hi, Steve, if you're listening. Great coach. I always love the trips.
Which coach were you on? Chips or Bantams?
Yeah.
Oh well.
Yeah, because Callie normally goes with Torchy, don't you? Callie normally goes with Torchy. Do you normally go with Bingley Bantams?
I do, yeah.
Have they improved on the minibuses yet?
We all use.
Yeah, we've got big coaches.
Oh, so I used it for crew, but I normally like to drive, and I think I'm going to start driving to more places as soon as I get my car boot fixed.
Well, that's why I'm wanting to take driving lessons so I can start driving to football.
Let me know when you're driving, then I can keep off road.
Anywhere.
Callie's already got you sorted out.
Yeah, once I start driving again, aren't you, Callie, and started driving past my test?
Yep.
Yep.
Well, what's Callie doing?
Together. Us women have to stick together.
Yeah. Oh, no, I pick up. But I've got to start driving again yet. I've got my provisional again.
Yeah, especially driving through Bradford's absolutely horrible. Make sure you got dash cams. Especially when you're leaving and driving into Bradford.
You just take your life in your own hands, don't you, driving around Bradford? It's completely different to Nottingham now.
Yeah.
Are you coming to the car trophy, Callie? Will you be working for that?
I'm working. I have no more. Although my boss has said if we do get, I mean, he was laughing when he said it because he's a Forest fan. He did say if you get to Wembley, I'll make sure you get the Sunday off. So
that means Callie's going to be working Sunday.
Yeah.
So she'll be working that Sunday for the finals. So she'll be working for that well-reputable company, and she'll be sorting them price tags out. She won't be able to work. So just break that to you, Callie, and you won't be able to go to Wembley, I'm afraid.
I mean, I can't. If we get through, I'll try and get the next game off. But
so if we beat Doncaster, do we go? Is it to the final or is it semis then final?
Semis 2 legs.
So who's the other 2 teams?
Bolton and Blackpool.
Oh, who would you want to win out of that if we beat Doncaster?
I fancy a trip to Blackpool.
I don't like any of
It's
them.
been a good day out as Blackpool when I've gone there.
We just lose to them all the time, though, don't we?
No, we beat them.
Do you want to tell
playoffs, Callie?
Do you want to tell the story, Callie, about when we all went to Blackpool? Lois, and Mick. Or do you want me to tell that story?
It's one of the only games we've walked out at half time, isn't it?
Yeah. So I think Blackpool. we were losing 3-0 at half time, and then Mick's just looked at us and gone, "Let's go." But we didn't actually go. We ended up in a casino in Blackpool. And because
the lads all had City shirts on, they only one had like a proper coat. Then they all had to keep swapping the coat round so they could go in.
Oh God!
So wouldn't let them in.
And then notification came in. Boom, 4-0. And if my memory serves me correctly, I think he might have finished 5-0. I think.
Yeah, it was 5-0.
Oh yeah,
And it were
yeah,
absolutely
5-0.
pissing it down as well, wasn't it? The weather were dreadful that day.
Oh, it's always dreadful in Blackpool. Horrible weather in Blackpool. But hopefully we will beat Doncaster. Because watching the game on... When did they play? When did they play Wigan?
Tuesday night.
Last Tuesday night, watching that on telly, on my box thing. It was horrible watching them two teams play. Wigan started off really good, and then Doncaster just like slowed down completely. Yeah, you're right there, Ben. Defonso, who used to play for Bradford, who came at Bradford and thought he was going to tear up the league. He scored an hat-trick,
Yeah.
And them journeys on way home are absolutely horrible when you get battered.
I don't care as long as it's a good side, because we always play better against good sides. Play against bottom of some league and we get beat.
Yeah.
That's true, yeah. We're always...
And cup games are always different, aren't they? They can just go out and just go for it. It doesn't matter, does it? Yeah.
Even if we lose next week, I'm saying we're not going to lose, but at least we've had a good run.
I think we're going to win, really.
I think we'll beat Doncaster.
I think
we'll definitely beat Doncaster.
Are Brighton under 21 still in that?
Yeah, they are. Do you want to see if I can find out who they're playing?
Yeah, because don't North and South come together in the
it don't make any difference, does it? In semis.
No, it's a final. It's whoever's won the northern section and whoever's won the southern section.
Right.
So let's have a look and see who's still in for southern. So I guess where I'm going on again.
Going on Google again. So
I'm on my iPad.
I've invested in a new iPad as well, so if anyone's looking on the stream and you keep seeing me keep looking over to my right, I'm looking at my iPad. I don't know, get it up. I'm actually looking at my iPad on my stand. I would recommend getting a stand as well. I'll send you a link in a bit, Diane. What iPad?
What iPad I don't flaming know. It's an iPad.
Is it a big one or a small one?
It's a big one.
Is it a 12-incher? Is it a 12.9 or is it a smaller one?
12.9, I think.
Yeah, I'll send you the stand. It's really good.
Yeah,
and it sticks to the back.
Oh, that's not too bad. I've got one that sort of like one of them JML pillow things, pillow pad. So it's on there at the moment. Right, your southern section is Peterborough or Crawley versus AFC Wimbledon, and then Wickham versus Brighton and Hove Albion.
So just to get this right in my head, so if we beat Doncaster, then obviously we play the winner? Do we then play the winner out of Wigan? Not Wigan, Bolton and Blackpool, or does the draw get drawn again?
I think we play the winners of either Bolton or Blackpool, but I think it's 2 legs, so it will be whoever gets drawn out first for first leg.
Yes, it's got to be home and away. Do they not play a home game and an away game?
I don't think so, because I'm just looking here now for the Bristol Street Motors Trophy, and it's saying Bristol Street Motors Trophy semi-final, week commencing 19th, and then the final, so I wonder if it's just 1 leg now.
Good point, yeah. So when is the final?
7th of April.
So final 7th of April. So January, February, March.
Yeah, Sunday.
Yeah. So when does it tell you when the legs, like each leg's going to play?
Well, I think it's only 1 leg, and it's just like week commencing 19th of February.
And is that when 9th of February?
That's semi.
So semi's there.
Yeah.
And then finals in April.
Yeah. I wonder if it is.
Is anybody else's head battered? Or is it just me? I know I'm special.
I've got a stump where my head used to be.
You just look back on all our Facebook memories, and it were obviously we played in January, didn't we?
Yeah.
At Wembley.
And it was February, wasn't it? No, it was February, wasn't it?
Yeah, but that were like FA Cup, can't they? EFL trophy, hold on. EFL trophy. Here we go. Does it tell you like the format? Bristol Street Meters. Oh my ear. Upcoming fixtures. Quarter-final draw. Does it tell you when finals played? So obviously North and South. Quarter-finals take place, yeah. EFL. Oh, I hate it when they do this. Why? This is what I hate about the trophy. They never make anything simple. It's probably my head just not getting this. Probably the hamster has fallen off the wheel. I would look. Yeah. I think, trophy fixtures. Oh no, that's rules.
Yeah, I went on Bristol Street Motors. Bit.
So quarterfinals, 8 winners from the round of 16 will contest in the quarterfinals. The quarterfinals playing are determine the means of unseeded draw, yada yada yada. The club at first is home, so that's the quarterfinals where Bradford City playing Doncaster out there.
Yeah.
Then the 4 winners from the quarterfinals will contest in the semi-finals. So if Bradford beat Doncaster, obviously, then they play. Yeah, so the team who wins each game goes into so there's 4 teams. Pairing of determines the unused draw. So yeah, so they're going to draw, no restrictions. So we could end up playing Crawley or something if we do beat Doncaster. And then 2 winners of the semi-final contest to final. The final will be played on the date and time to be determined by the league.
Yeah, but normally with this stuff, it's North versus South.
Yeah, so when it goes to semi-finals, so after the quarter-finals, so say Bradford do beat Doncaster or Doncaster beat us, then they go into the semi-final where 4 teams, so all the 4 teams who have gone through will battle it out with no restrictions. So we could end up getting Crawley or something.
That'd be crap, wouldn't it?
Not if we thrash them.
But yeah, there's that. They're just a horrible team, aren't they?
They're playing physical, aren't they? They don't play football.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the semi-final is 1 game. Thanks, Ben, for that.
I'm just trying to look now.
Ben, tell your dad to give me a ring. I know young Ben.
Hello?
I know young Ben. It's all right.
The funny thing is I only caught Ben... Yeah, Ben Elliott is called.
Ben Elliott. And his third name, won't give it all out.
Yeah.
His dad's called Wayne.
Speaking of Crawley, we could do with signing their left back. Right. Mr. Stan, and I've just sent you a request. Feel free if you want to accept it or reject it. I'll let you actually have the last word if you feel like it. It's up to you. So if you want to talk about anything we've talked about, including... It may help if I have the right one up. Typically, just receive a text message about the Bantam draw. No, I'm all right. Where are we? So if you want to talk about Salford's latest news, transfer in and out, young situation, or if you, I know you like to sit on the fence, feel free to put one in. Anyone else got anything they want to say? Diane?
No.
Miss Callie?
No, I think I've said enough. I actually do need to skedaddle and get ready for work because I'm on night start.
You doing? What time are you starting today? For that well-known shopping.
I start at 8, but I've obviously got to get myself ready and then get there. And because of the floods and stuff down here again, it's horrendous at the minute.
Oh God!
And Mr. Stan, thanks for joining. Have you got any last thoughts on anything we've talked about?
I've only just joined, so I don't know what you talked about, but I'm assuming you're doing a preview you did a preview for tomorrow.
Yep, doing the Salford preview. So if you want to talk about Salford transfers, Bradford news, or young situation, I'll give you about 5 minutes or so if you're want to say, because we are the warm-up act for the City event, who started at 7 o'clock.
Right. Well, yeah. Just like what's been said about Young? Has any other bids come in? Because going off of last week, obviously, I think we spoke about it on Friday, didn't we? That basically they were none too happy about the way Simpson was talking about a player that's not even his. So anything?
Are you all right? Somebody
just I just dropped something.
I thought you'd been shot.
I'm in my studio, so it's a bit echoey, and I've just dropped a receiver off my camera. So
dear.
Oh, that sounds expensive, Stan.
It could have been more expensive actually, but it's all right. So it's not too bad.
If it's good gear, it's all right.
Well, yeah, exactly. So, yeah. So what have you guys been saying about it then? Because obviously I haven't sort of, I haven't really had a thought about anything or had time to think about.
Only thing I picked up on recently is that GA came out and said that they'd priced him where they'd priced him because they don't want to sell him, and I think I said that the other night.
Yeah, I mean that's basically it.
Which is fair enough, and yeah, but people are missing out on that.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to sell at any price other than the price that you're prepared to sell anyone at. So if you want to keep the asset, you don't sell. So you make it, it's a bit like if you've got a client and you don't really want to work for them, you just basically put up the price. And if they work for you, then the money's good. If they don't, then yeah. So
the thing is, his leading scorer still in second division, isn't he? So
Yeah, I'd be very interested to see how it sort of pans out, and I genuinely hope the lad stays. And obviously, it sounds like Alexander does as well. So all we can do is just on that front, just kind of keep his fingers crossed. But any comments on the Ryan Sparks interviews or anything?
I didn't catch him.
No, have you got any? Have you seen it?
I saw the one on the weekend. So it's a bit kind of nondescript, but he was talking about. I think one of my mates was sort of messaging, and it's basically it's always everyone else's fault but Sparks's with regards to things, and he doesn't do himself any favours because he talks about mediocrity, etc., and then just having to. Make decisions, but it's about sacking and so on. But it's like, well, yeah, but sometimes, sometimes sticking is just as good. But actually, one thing I picked up on, he said the games are more exciting or more entertaining. And I thought, well, yeah, if like lumping it up to a forward is your thing, and that's fine if you're winning. But obviously, we haven't been winning of late. But other than that, kind of nothing else to say on that sort of situation.
That says everything about Sparks, doesn't it? His background's rugby league, Featherstone, Bradford, and what have you, and he failed at all them. So
yeah. I mean, I'm not.
Right, what he knows about football on the back of a stamp.
Yeah, I think what he does is he's kind of like he says something, and obviously it all comes back to bite him on the bum. But the one thing that I did do, I don't know if you guys read the interviews, but I kind of, whenever he said it, I had his voice in my head when I was reading his words. I don't know if that happened.
And you've got over that now, hopefully. His voice drives me nuts. I just want to punch him.
Yeah, I know, but other than that, I think it's like there's nothing really much to say, is there? Because unless somebody knows something else, and I don't know what the other space is, but sort of. The only thing is that I suppose we won't be the only ones, but the fixture list will start piling up, won't it? Once all these postponed games and stuff, and that can either work in your favour or it can work against you.
But that's happened since time immemorial. Since ever we've played football, it snows, it rains.
Yes.
And we don't have under soil eating.
Yeah, I mean, sort of it's just one of those things, isn't it? So that's the only thing I can think of that is potentially, but then it'll pile up for everyone else as well. So
yeah.
Right.
Sorry, guys. Nothing profound to sort of add to the conversation. I've only just joined it, so.
Well, I think you've just hit the nail on the head with that one sentence there. Ryan Sparks tries to sound profound and assured by using big words that he probably doesn't understand himself.
Yeah, exactly. But so looking forward to actually watching a game of football tomorrow. You know, it makes a change, doesn't it? It feels like it's.
Yeah.
Weather permitting.
We're all totally agreed on that one.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. Bit of insight into Stan's world here. I hung some washing out, this afternoon, and then I've gone up to the studio to get ready for tomorrow, and it's like I can hear that rain. It's like, oh well, I don't know, never mind. So there, you've got an insight into the exciting life I lead, guys. You know. Sort of.
Oh God, it is exciting. It's been raining over here.
Yeah, I'll assume it's raining back home as well. So.
Yeah.
And some point, Stan, we'll meet up if, like you said to us last other day about getting.
Yeah.
We'll organise when we're all free, and I can bring Diane over to you. And
Yes. And Callie as well. And yeah, I'm assuming that's if Callie wants, and he's still classes herself as part of the show, as it were. Part of the whole.
Yeah, she's been here chatting.
Yeah, no, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, we'll organise that maybe before the next home game on a Saturday morning or something.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right, I'm just gonna mute everybody because I know there's another podcast what's got going, so I'm gonna have a listen to that. So I'm just gonna mute everybody. Right, so thank you everybody for listening today and even watching on Facebook. Give you all a wave on Facebook. If you like what you hear, you can go on Apple Music and other podcast services and search for Bradford City Chickens on the Loose. Yep, we've got a new podcast name. We've just rebranded a little bit. Also, head over to YouTube, and that's BRAYSOJ1, Raysodge1. I'm close to getting verified, so if you could hit that there. And just hope the game goes ahead tomorrow. Wherever you are in the world, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Thanks for listening. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Bradford, it's Beagree. He's got to make this count. It's Beagree. It's 1-1. You'll see a somersault now. You'll get a double one.
City till I die. City till I die. I know I am. I'm sure I'm Bradford City till I die. Oh, Bradford City till I die. Bradford's made our day, and hey, it's gonna stay. The boys have brought us glory days. So let's all rally round and really make a sound.
Being a winner on Valentine's is easy. It's flowers. Don't forget the flowers. Order early at 1-800-Flowers.com and you'll be entered for a chance to win $10,000 cash, a bouquet that's guaranteed to wow, and the chance at winning $10,000 cash. Just go to 1-800-Flowers.com/ACAST. That's 1-800-Flowers.com/ACAST. No purchase necessary. Ends at 11:59 ET on 2/4/24. Open to legal residents of the 50 U.S. and D.C. 18 years of age or older. Sponsor is 1-800-Flowers, Inc. For free entry method official rules, visit www.1800flowers.com/sweeps.
Hi, I'm Danny Pellegrino from the Everything Iconic podcast. And who doesn't love a classic burger from McDonald's? That's right. McDonald's classic burgers are hotter, juicier, and tastier than ever. The patties are cooked to juicy perfection. I love the cheese perfectly melted on top. I love the Big Mac that has a special sauce in every bite. I love the pillowy, soft, golden bun. So in the words of the Hamburglar, which I believe means grab McDonald's best burgers ever before Hamburglar does at a McDonald's near you.
This podcast is proud to be part of the TalkSport Fan Network. TalkSport. Powered by fans.